that the GNU, as we call it, is not going too badly. So some numbers first. Inflation's beginning to taper off. And as you know from your pockets, we've had a tiny percentage point cut in the interest rate. It makes some relief, but it does more importantly show a direction of travel for monetary policy, which suggests it's going to get easier for us. In addition, the bond markets have done really well. The rand is stronger than it's been in a very long time, and also the JSE is powering to highs. Those are important indicators. They're not the most important by any means. The ones that we truly have to watch is unemployment, still stratospherically high, and which will have to come down substantially to make a difference in our lives. We'll be watching the medium-term budget policy statement in October as well to see if the good news sustains itself. But let's take a look at some intangibles. I'd argue that the soft power of our country, how we are regarded both domestically and internationally, has improved substantially. South Africa is a story to watch. Our election was relatively peaceful. It was declared free and fair, and our ability to strike a power sharing deal in just 12 days has been admired around the world and also back home. The cabinet is a large cabinet, but what I'd like to do is to show you 6 people who I think are doing a good job and who are perhaps exemplars of the new mood that we've seen in South Africa. The first of them is the President, Cyril Ramaphosa. I know not everybody is going to agree with me, but this is a president who is in the milieu where he performs best. In New York, at the General Assembly in September, you could see that he is enjoying himself more than he has in his first term, I'd argue. The second person is, of course, the Electricity Minister, Hosienso Ramakgopa. Here's why. The lights are on for over 200 days now. Is load shedding behind us? I hope so. He's the first of many ministers of energy who've managed to achieve this. Surely he gets into that top 6 for that reason. The third spot is the Sports, Arts and Culture Minister, Gayton McKenzie. Is anybody having more fun? He makes good jokes like he did when he took his oath of office.
The last time a judge asked me to sit, he made me sit for 10 years.
In addition, he's made more transparent how arts funding is spent. He's going on a very public health kick, and he's caught the imagination of South Africans. The fourth person is the young Home Affairs Minister, Leon Schreiber. He has put dates on some of his key promises, like bringing down the backlog of visas, like making Home Affairs offices less of a hell affairs than they are. He's promised other things and he's attached timelines to it, and that's why I've enjoyed watching his energy. The fifth person is a somewhat quieter politician. Park Staal, the Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition, is a technocrat, a former mayor of Johannesburg. His style is to build relationships and to exercise soft power and to make real and lasting change. 100 days isn't a long time to see economic development or growth, which are the things that he's in charge of. But what you have seen is that he's been to the US, and I think that we see AGOA, the trade deal with America and our continent, is in a much better space than it has been for quite a few years now. And that would be some of his work at least. And the sixth person, but by no means last, is the 32-year-old Basic Education Minister, Siviwe Gwarube. This is our young blood come to the heart of the cabinet. She's energetic, she's aspirational, she is brave, and she had a massive challenge in her first 100 days. This was around the Bella Act, the Basic Education Law, which is contentious for many reasons, and I think she passed that with flying colors. More strength to them. We hope to have at least 18 people there when we're at 200 days. I would love to hear your thoughts on who in the cabinet gets into your top ranks. My email address is ferial@dailymaverick.co.za.